Are you looking for a fun way to win up to 25 times your money this football and basketball season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select two or more players, pick more or less on their projections for a wide variety of stats, and place your entry. It's as easy as that. If you have the skills, you can turn $10 into $250 with just a few taps. Easy gameplay, quick withdrawals, and injury insurance on your picks are what makes Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Ready to test your skills? Join the Prize Picks community of more than 7 million players who have already signed up. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Just visit prizepicks.com/bluewire and use code BLUEWIRE. That's code BLUEWIRE at prizepicks.com/bluewire for a first deposit match of up to $100. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy.
Support for this podcast comes from Frito-Lay and the 2023 Snack Bracket Championship. The Frito-Lay Snack Challenge is underway, and fans are voting on their favorite snacks to crown champion. We're talking about prime-time matchups between the best 64 snacks in the land. Will Ruffles Ridges reign supreme? Can Doritos defend their dynasty? Or will Smart Food use their smarts for a surprise upset? Only you can decide. Get in on all the action for a chance to win up to $1,000 or a year's worth of snacks. Let your snacks be heard. Just go to fritolaysnacket.sbnation.com to vote and enter for a chance to win. No purchase necessary. Sweepstakes ends April 3rd, 2023. Void where prohibited. Year's worth of snacks awarded in the form of 52 coupons, each good for one bag of chips. See official rules at fritolaysnacket.sbnation.com.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Moneyball Minute. This is Kirk Henderson, editor-in-chief of MavsMoneyball.com. You are joining me on Monday, November 28th at about 7:45 in the morning. I know we have a recap podcast following the loss last night to the Milwaukee Bucks, as well as a Spotify Live coming later today. But with the news this morning broke by Marc Stein that the Dallas Mavericks are in the final stages of signing former All-Star guard Kemba Walker to a contract, it felt like we should probably do a quick show to address this story. It seems, according to Shams Charania, that the Mavericks will be waiving Facu Campazzo in order to make room for Kemba Walker. And it's very interesting, to say the least, on this story. Kemba Walker really hasn't played much since the 2020-21 season, where he only played 43 games. He was, up there with the Boston Celtics, but knee issues basically made him pretty unplayable for the Celtics. He was traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder, where they bought him out. Then he signed a 2-year deal with the Knicks, but he did not play very much up in New York, playing only 37 games last year. Played about 25 minutes a game, but eventually, the Knicks announced around All-Star break last year that Walker wouldn't play for them anymore. So he's been out. He's been out since then, since February of 22, and the Mavericks are signing a guy here who this feels like a capitulation to the problems that we and other skeptics of how this team has been built have been pretty unhappy with since the Mavericks did not sign Jalen Brunson back, and he walked to the Knicks signing a near max deal. The Mavericks have really struggled with playmaking and anything off ball because no one on the team can hit a shot. And despite all the defensive woes, despite Jason Kidd's kind of constant crowing about the defensive elements going on, it seems that the Mavericks as a front office have gone ahead and assigned this being a greater priority than figuring out what is the matter on defense. It's pretty frustrating, to be quite honest, because I think that because Kemba Walker is a name that fans will recognize. This is a guy who was an all-star for 4 straight seasons, 2016, 17, 18, 19. And he was really quite fantastic for periods of time. And unfortunately, his knee injury has robbed him of a great deal. As recently as last month, he told the Boston Globe's Gary Washburn, and I'm getting this via Marc Stein's Substack, which you should all go subscribe to, that he's, quote, got something left in the tank for sure. I feel great. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to have my opportunity. I'm not in any rush now right now. I'm just grinding and trying to feel as good as I can. And right now I feel great. I feel as good as I've felt in a long time. I'm just waiting for the opportunity. It's never been basketball. It's just been my knee. Unfortunately, when you Google like Kemba Walker injury, you get all sorts of things about his knee where we don't, like, his knee has not been in a good place. So while, signing a third ball handler is going to be pretty, maybe it gives Dallas a little bit of a spark because maybe he can play some games. I don't necessarily think it's wise to expect him to become a regular contributor. Because if his knee is in as bad a place as it seems like it might be or might have been, then he's not going to be very good at defense because he's already a smaller guard. He's 5'11" if he's anything. I mean the Basketball Reference lists him at 6 foot tall, but that's, I think, generous. He was a heck of an offensive player in his day, but knee injuries, as we have experience with as Mavs fans, aren't necessarily something that just magically get better. It's very difficult. It's very upsetting for these guys who are formerly great players to have knee injuries where they just don't come back from. So it's worth a shot at this point because we've talked about for a while how the Mavericks have needed an additional ball handler, and this is a guy with a proven track record. Shoot, I saw him play live during his NCAA tournament run. I mean, he's an incredible offensive player when he's got things going. But it's just a little bit concerning because it goes to sort of the core issues with how this team was put together to where it makes you question whether this front office and coaching staff, meaning Nico Harrison and Jason Kidd, are on the same page about what this team needs. Goran Dragic was there for the taking this offseason. He all but wanted to be a Mav, was putting out there that he was interested in it, and they offered him a cheerleading role, according to Goran Dragic, because they felt like he didn't have anything left in the tank. And now we're going to a guy who has been a free agent, and he's been a free agent for a reason, is what I'll say. Guys just aren't out on the open market 20 games into a season because they still have things left in the tank. All right, guys, I apologize for clogging your feed lately. We've been doing more than one show a day, mainly because the back-to-backs and things like that are resulting in, just the cramming of the schedule. I appreciate those of you who've taken the time to listen. We'll have some more analysis up on the site as we get things going. Maybe this move will really be a spark for the Mavericks. That would be nice. The Mavericks need a spark. They look rather lifeless after, losing 4 straight games, including 2 of them, which were extremely winnable. All right, everybody have a better Monday. We'll talk to you guys a little later today. Be looking for the Spotify Live. Should get posted by the time you drive home from work. This has been Kirk Henderson with Mavs Moneyball Minute, and we will talk to you soon.
Today's episode is brought to you by Cars.com. With over 2 million vehicles and 50,000 more added every day, Cars.com will match you with the perfect car for you, your budget, your life, your style. And if you're ready to say goodbye to your current car, Cars.com will get you an instant offer to cash it in. Just start by entering your license plate and get matched with a local dealer who will write you the check. So whether you're looking to buy or sell, just go to Cars.com. It's magical.